Welcome to the News USA YouTube channel, another interpretative reconstruction of the pterosaur showing off its considerable wingspan, strong evidence that the creature almost certainly flew. Victor Beccari via the New York Times. Limestone slabs recovered in a 2013 police raid in Brazil have revealed the most complete fossil of a species of pterosaur ever found, providing new details about how the flying reptile might have looked and behaved 110 million years ago. The discovery also brings attention to the issue of scientific colonialism, the removal and sometimes outright theft of items of scientific value from their countries of origin by fossil traders or more developed nations. According to the authors of a new report about the fossil, Brazil and other countries that have historically had their fossils smuggled or taken to other countries now have the infrastructure to responsibly handle and study them, and should accrue benefits such as scientific discovery and tourism that come with a rich national cache of fossils. The raid at a harbor near Sao Paulo led to the confiscation of about 3,000 fossils, including many fish and insects, according to Victor Beccari, a graduate student and lead author of the study, published this week in the journal PLOS One. The centerpiece was the almost complete skeleton from the pterosaur species, Tupandactylus navigans, preserved in 6 limestone slabs. Sign up for the morning newsletter from the New York Times. The oddball reptile must have been stunning to behold, with a giant, mohawk-style crest, a bird-like beak, and a body covered in something resembling but not quite fur. The pterosaur probably stuck out even among the other exotic creatures of the early Cretaceous period. Its sprawling wingspan indicated that it almost certainly flew, but probably only for short distances because of its long neck and large crest. It most likely spent a good deal of time foraging on the ground, the researchers say. The crest, the researchers suspect, was a blessing and curse. Individuals endowed with larger than average headgear may have been more likely to attract a mate. The trade-off: greater vulnerability to predators. Die young and leave a beautiful corpse, perhaps. Story continues. Pterosaur fossils are rare. Their bones are extremely fragile, even more so than birds, the researchers say. A lake with fluctuating salinity that was created when Africa and Brazil separated was ideal for fossil preservation. Researchers have access to many fish preserved with their internal organs from that region. Beccari suspects their pterosaur specimen may have died by the lake, or by a river that dragged the body along into the lake. We think at the bottom of the lake there was no oxygen, so no animals or bacteria could decay the animal, Beccari said. If it managed to get to this part of the lake, it would be safe from decomposing. Brazilian authorities had to sort out legal issues about exactly where the fossil should be sent. It was found in the northeastern part of Brazil, but was seized in Sao Paulo, in the southeastern part of the country. It was eventually given to the University of Sao Paulo, and in 2016, Beccari, then an undergraduate, and a team of researchers began studying it. David Hone, a paleontologist at Queen Mary University of London who was not part of the team of researchers, said there were no big surprises in the new paper, but it provides a fuller anatomical description of the species, whereas it was previously known only for a skull. He said, "Now we have the whole animal. It's a spectacular fossil," he added. "This group is known for its giant head crest. This one is a big and ridiculous one even by those standards, which is really pretty neat." For Hone, the most significant part of the research is that it occurred at all. Fossil smuggling out of Brazil is a huge problem for science, he said. As an example of what Brazil has been denied by scientific colonialism, Beccari pointed to places in the United States, including Wyoming or Utah, whose famous troves of dinosaur fossils bring thousands of tourists every year. Now that we have 3D models and other technologies to study this animal, there is no reason why this animal should leave our country, Beccari said. If it stays in the country, it attracts tourism and more people have contact with their heritage. That's also good for science. Hone noted that movie stars and other rich people pay large sums to display fossils on their walls. Several years ago, actor Nicolas Cage returned the skull of a Tyrannosaurus bataar to Mongolia after being contacted by the Department of Homeland Security. This is a specimen that was presumably going to be smuggled or sold illegally, Hone said of the pterosaur, and is now in a museum and available for research. See 2021 The New York Times Company. Subscribe to the channel, like and share this video.